So one of the things we're working on with Jess is how do we program more hip extension, but also I want to streamline her work. I don't want to just give her more homework, right? Like that's what we end up doing with athletes when we're like, oh, here's a problem. Here's another hour in the gym of stuff. And what I want you to do is not that. I want you to figure out ways to work this in between sets, supersets, isometric holds between, well, you can work it out. But look, one of the things we love to do is press overhead. We're overhead athletes. So normally when you press overhead, go and just press that overhead, strict press, right? What happens then where I'm like, hey, what happens if we press that from a split position? So go ahead and squeeze your butt for me, rib cage in. Now go ahead and take yourself, bring it down, and then go into a big lunge. Same idea. Because she's pressing, she's got to keep her torso upright. And now I'm like, hey, let's just do some warm-up presses. Press that for 10. All of a sudden, we're another way of being able to load this hip and extension while we're getting warmed for something else. And so we don't even have to do a whole bunch of extra things on an overhead day or an arm day or a press day or whatever, however you're programming. Just having your athletes spend different times in these different positions is an easy way. Now, you've already seen the foot up on the bench. Let's go ahead and bring that down to the front rack. Put your foot up on the bench. And we can do that same variation. So this is straight from Frans Bosch idea, but now she's got that, bend that back leg, come up on your toes so that you feel like you're an athlete, bend that back knee a little bit. Good. Now just press from that position. And you can see that now as she presses down, she's gonna have to resist that, otherwise she's gonna collapse herself into that bottom position. And as we're doing all of these throwaway warm-up sets, instead of just going through the motions, change your lower body orientation, and you can quickly be getting a lot more volume into this position while you're doing something else, right? So an easy way to start thinking about some additional programming during your warm-ups, go to a split position, throw the leg up on the box, and now, even on a day where you're not actually doing the programming, you're having tissue exposure to the positions we're trying to do. Oh boy, oh boy.
Give me this thing.
Exposure. Mark, your arms are supposed to go over your head.
Let's see. What are we doing here?
Oh, we're just warming up. The idea is, hey, I want to get a little more hip extension in. Go ahead and put your foot up on that box.
God.
Put your foot up there.
Oh.
Good. Now, you notice what Mark did. He just went ahead and turned the foot out, so we didn't have to do that.
Relax.
Like a rapier style, right? Can you turn that back foot straight?
I'll try it. Whoa. Oh, I'm convulsing.
Well, you know, you just don't want to come in. I mean, this is like a 300-pound bar. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
400?
yeah,
Exactly.
350.
So, foot up on the box, come up on your toes on the back, like you're lunging, and then press that over your head. Even in the range you got, don't go all the way. Come on down. And then don't even go all the way over your head. Come on back down. Just do like a partial range. So even partial ranges in positions where athletes have control, or even this isometric. Again, what's happening is Mark has got torso upright, but notice that this knee's coming forward, because what he's doing is like saying, how can I get off this back leg and onto my front leg in flexion?
Ah, you see that I'm cheating.
Oh, no. We call it
Just wanted to
problem solving.
show you guys how inferior I am to Jessica. I'll let you carry on.
That's what happens around here.